come on the portal. And this portal is available not only to engaging with the present students, but it could be for alumni, it could be for teachers, it could be for housewives or housemakers, it could be for men who have retired who want to learn something new. It is available free of cost for everyone. So I think this is the greatest contribution of the ministry, that education for all, for anywhere, anytime, by any device. And this is going to be possible through this platform. And one of the targets for this startup policy is a startup also should have a course on MOOCs, and this should be available freely for all the students. Thereby, even if they do not have under their umbrella someone who can give a startup course, they can use the MOOCs course for a startup, and this can empower them, enable to start their own startup ecosystem. Now, Professor Inamdar talked about empowering our faculty and students. Most of the time what happens in our institutions, which I learned myself, is a student gets some brilliant, innovative idea. Very hesitantly he goes to a teacher. See, this is the gap which exists today, unfortunately, between the teacher and the student. I think this gap has to be bridged at the earliest. Students should not have any hesitation, come what it may be of type, to come and approach a teacher and say that this is my idea and I want to experiment it. If you snub him, no, this is not, I have got 35 years experience, this is impossible, you know. So whole of his mood is lost, and even if maybe that idea is certainly not workable, but the very fact that you have discouraged him, next time when he gets some other idea or some other innovation in his mind, and which has a value, he will be hesitant to go to a teacher and talk to it. He will keep it in his mind, and that idea dies actually. And that's why my appeal to all the teachers who are here, principals, directors, is that whenever a student comes, please give him a patient hearing. Listen to him. This is the first attitude which our teachers and faculty members have to develop. Maybe that idea is certainly not possible to be implemented, doesn't matter. But at least give him a patient hearing, discuss with him, and explain to him how and why it may not be possible. He may have a counter argument, you may accept it at the end or may not accept it at the end. But at least give him a patient hearing. This is the number one thing which we need to do. Second thing which every institution has to do is, he asks for facilities of the laboratories or workshop to be used. Because during the day there are all classes, so he cannot do anything. So if he says that after 5 o'clock, I would like to experiment in the lab, or I want to do some innovation, I would like to do some manufacture, some product, test it in the workshop. After 5 o'clock, please give it. I don't know about private colleges, but at least in the government colleges that I have seen across the country, the first thing he says is, who is responsible? The responsibility will be on, if something is lost, something is stolen, something is broken, who is going to be responsible? And therefore we will not allow. And then the attendant who is attached to that, he will say, my job is over. My job starts at 10 o'clock, at 5 o'clock my job is over. I have to put the lock and key and have some kind of earlier there used to be wax seal also.